Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It all started with a box of abandoned doll furniture, and very soon you'll get to see the finished structure, and hopefully it looks something like this. Hello! We're going to have a quick craft, and then we're going to be on to our next room review. Today I'm going to start out with some thrifted vintage velvet. We have 3 pieces of very thick interfacing. It is not the kind that you can iron on. I've cut 3 circles and cut the centers out of each. Next we're going to grab our handy dandy double-sided seamstress tape. I'm just going to cover one side of the interfacing with the tape, then trim off all the excess. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I ended up having a much busier week than I had expected. I was away from the house more than expected, which put me behind on meeting some of my goals. But I'll be on track by Monday. I'm not going to upload tomorrow, so I wish you all a happy new year. And Monday, I'll put up 2 more rooms, and we'll be well on our way to the final reveal on January 6th. Press the interfacing down firmly to the velvet. Make sure you have a nice tight seal. I'm going to trim along the edge. I'm going to trim away some of the interfacing along with the velvet, and this way I'm going to seal the edge, and then there won't be any fraying. As you cut out the center and remove that velvet, you're going to do the same thing. Take a little bit of the interfacing along with it and seal the inside edge. One of the last minute changes I've shared with you before about the build is I did change my mind about dividing the library into 2 different modules, the 2nd and 3rd floors. I decided to keep those 2 sections. They're going to be a carriage house and a chapel. So the library is done now, and I'm ready to put the stonework on that. And that is the last thing that needs to be done, and that's going to be done on Monday. I cut the sticky tape in half, then halved it again, so I'm putting very thin strips around the edge of the little circle. The rickrack that I'm using is not a very fine one. It is not as close to 1/12 scale I could get. I'm just using supplies that I have at the moment. I will probably embroider these over the next year and really make them detailed, and they will be the official tree skirts for the tree for next year. But this year I'm just going to put rickrack on a couple of them. Now isn't that pretty? And it's very simple. We have a very simple little tree skirt, and I suppose you could use that as well to skirt a candle holder. That is absolutely adorable, and it's very, very pretty. I think it turned out very well. It really finishes up the trees. And there we are. We are now entering rooms 5 and 6. This is a bedroom, and the archway connects to what is now set up as a sitting room, but it is going to be a sewing room. You'll see a lot of the furniture repeat. As I've shared, I don't have a lot of furniture to go around the whole house right now. I'm going to be making that throughout the year myself, as well as refurbishing thrift store finds. But at least you get an idea of the wallpaper that I've selected for each of the rooms. I'm very happy with this selection. I did have to change out the wallpaper when I had to correct those measurement issues this summer, but I am glad I did. The book that was written by Jessica Ridley that I found this summer, and I have enjoyed it immensely. It was very inspirational, and I gained an idea of how to choose the wallpaper that would flow throughout the house. And one room would relate to the other, or it relates to the theme of the house, or kind of the backstory of the family is all partly in the wallpaper itself. It'll tell you how old the house is, when it was last decorated, that sort of thing. This is going to be a multi-generational home that has been around for a long time. Thank you so much for joining me today for another craft and a room preview. Please like and subscribe. Tapping that like button helps share my channel. Please share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. I welcome your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements of thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day and a happy new year.